this, you can see the ARMROID working. This is an Okuma-designed-and-built robot. The ARMROID is built inside the machine tool, so it lives in the cutting environment. It's mounted to the headstock, or mounted right above the headstock of a lathe. So the neat thing about this is you can do a lot of value-added work during the cut. So we've got a drawer cell above the arm that has different end effectors. Yeah, inside the machine. Okay. So it'll open that drawer cell up and it can grab a coolant wand and wash out chips in hard to reach places where you get chip contamination or chip problems. It could be washing that while you're doing cuts, or it could follow the cut. If you have stringy material and you need coolant following the cut, you could have that arm following the cut with the coolant nozzle.
It's like the ultimate programmable coolant nozzle.
It is.
It almost kind of does, I mean, obviously it's a steady rest, but it's almost using that same theory of Swiss turning, yes, where the cut is supported right where it's being done. You can essentially do a variation of that inside that while it's running and get that dampened exactly where you need it.
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
insane.
And then what to me is the coolest thing, if you watch the computer screen, this is running collision avoidance software, and the robot is looking at the collision avoidance software in real time, and it calculates its own path in and out of the machine.
So this isn't just a pre-do-it-once simulation thing. This is actively paying
real
attention
time,
to where it is.
Every time.
Basically, you're not going to be able to rapid your tap into that thing by accident if you put in a different length.
Right, yep.
Nuts.
So this is meant for, this is not as fast as an industrial type robot or a gantry loader, for an example. So if you look at the speed that we started out, we went from fastest to fast to a little bit slower.
Right.
But this is meant for the guy who needs to get into automation, that doesn't have automation, but doesn't have staff to know how to integrate a robot, or doesn't want to hire an integration team to come in and integrate a robot. This comes in from Okuma, from the factory, fully integrated. You set it down, and it's a conversational window to set it up, and you're up and running.
Compact too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, with a system like this, it's not a huge space taker, but this is literally just essentially an extra door on here.
It is.
And I'm guessing that I could run this without the robot altogether if I wanted to.
Exactly.
Now, where are you seeing these go right now? Are these mostly aerospace type shops? Is this job shop? Like, really, who's really putting this in right now?
Really
this
job.
Is interesting.
Yeah, the job shop markets.
It is really saturating that market.
It's really for the people who don't know how to integrate automation and they want to dip their toes into it. This is really a great starting point that doesn't require any integration at that point.